All right, we are live for the final nights of the Power of Four. I know the notifications have just gone out. So everybody that got the app, that's subscribed to the website, you guys are just getting notified that it's time to come back in. Please share on social media. This is the final night of the Power of Four, and I'm super excited about just this topic today. I call it my pep talk because as soon as I leave this, I have to go get induced. So hopefully I have a brand new baby boy tomorrow. Hopefully he don't take forever and get here by Friday. So I'm just super excited that I was able to complete this little series that I had planned because I had to cancel pretty much everything for the month of October that I had planned to do. So I'm super excited. I'm about to pull up. I should have had this pulled up sooner, guys. But I want to introduce our guest for today. I love this sister so much. She is so empowering. I've had conversations with her before. Her energy is infectious and she just carries a certain type of just vibe that is just so powerful. And, you know, she was the perfect person to bring to this conversation for the Power of Four. If you guys already know, with this, we have talked about the power of sisterhood with Shannon Anderson. Yesterday with Sister Yashika, we talked about the power of authenticity. And today we're going to be talking about the power of the womb and self-care and how we can be empowered as women. So I'm super excited. We're going to be bringing on Tracey Bryant Swint. She is an ordained womb minister, entrepreneur, sensual empowerment coach, goddess theme practitioner, natural health and wellness consultant, licensed social worker, life coach, feminine health and wellness educator, neuropath, herbalist, womb advocate, and international speaker. Yes, the sisters list. And I bet it's more added to that. She just was real, you know, just trying to condense it. But the sister's super powerful. She loves all things feminine and sensual and believes that feminine wellness and creativity resides in the healing and balance of the divine feminine. The womb, she chose to incorporate womb wellness as a spiritual career path as a result of searching out her own personal healing. And because of this journey, she understands the transformative power of self-love and spirit. She worked with lifestyle celebrity coach, media mogul, and author of the Sacred Bombshell Handbook of Self-Love, Abola, I hope I said her name right, Abrams. Tracey is featured in Essence Magazine in 2016, 17, and 18, and has worked with Vogue sex editor and host Carly. I'm not going to say that last name because I'm going to mess it up. And she was featured on Viceland's TV show, Slut Ever, season 2. Tracey brings love, flavor, and inspiration in all that she touches. She is the owner of Central Honey Feminine Wellness. Oh, thank you. Somebody brought me food. Yay. Sorry. Threw me off the food. I ain't gonna eat it. So after this, Tracey brings love and flavor and inspiration in all that she touches. She is the owner of the Sensual Honey Feminine Wellness. It's a new feminine and tranquil spa experience that provides ancient herbal Yoni vaginal steam and detoxification for womb health and wellness. She is the founder and director of the Love My Womb Academy, the first and only nationally accredited and board certified feminine health and wellness educational program in the nation, and abroad that provides classes, training, and certification in the sacred art of Yoni vaginal steaming and the womb healthcare. Tracey is the creator of the Sensual Honey Sweet Yoni Tea, an organic blend of sexual enhancement herbs and exotic fruits with amazing health benefits that increase your womb health and make your yoni smell sweet and taste sweet. She is the sexy wife of an amazing, loving, and supportive husband and mother of 4 beautiful grown children. So let me just bring on this sister, because when you read her bio, you just gotta be like, let me meet her.
Thank you for having me. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much.
Yes, I love your energy, and so I just really thank you for accepting the invitation to come on here and talk to the platform about the conversation we're gonna have tonight. I'm super excited. So I just pretty much read a lot about you, but I know it's, more to the story. So as we start out, tell us what makes Tracey Bryant Swint. How did you get on this path, this journey?
Well, I haven't always been here. My story and how I got here is a true testimony of spirit. I haven't always been, you know, uh, this successful. Okay. I'm straight up. I'm from the hood, down dirty. You know what I'm saying? I can eat and talk with the best of them and the highest of them, and I can get low with the realest of them. So but how I got here is basically, like you said, it was through my own journey for personal healing. Being a survivor of sexual abuse and domestic violence, in search of how do I get past some of the trauma that is affecting my life, that's stunting my growth. How do I remove the negative messaging that is associated with that trauma of me not being worthy, not being enough, not deserving, not being pretty enough, not being small enough? You know what I'm saying? Having body shame and all of these other issues. Basically just being a magnet for abuse because I didn't know how to liberate myself from that. Like a lot of our sisters don't know how to liberate themselves from the pain of that trauma, the memory of the trauma, and that's what I had to realize. I had to realize that I'm allowing a memory to imprison me. The circumstance is not even happening anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's done. So I'm allowing a memory to imprison me. And it's not even real. It's a memory. What happened, true enough, was a real circumstance.
Right.
Okay. That was years ago. How am I going to allow this memory of what happened to me 25 years ago to stop me from living today? And that's when I knew I had to search out and find some ways to liberate myself. Yes, that's how I got here.
That's powerful. That's so powerful. And, I know a lot of women can relate to that. I can relate to that because memories have imprisoned me for the longest. Can't sleep at night from stuff that happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still there. And the only way to escape that is to heal, to let go, and to, be able to move on. So that's super powerful. And I'm just
super it's not that easy. It's not as easy as we're saying it.
Right.
It's not.
No.
It's like, how do you let go? Some of us, like I say, forgiveness is an option. And, everybody talks about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for the perpetrator. It's for you. It's for your self-development. It's for your growth. It's marshmallows and bubbles. And you should forgive. My thing is, maybe I need to hold on to that in order to build my strength.
Right.
Maybe I need to hold on to that so that I can identify with who am I with and without this situation. Maybe I need to hold on to that because I need to stay mad a little bit longer so don't nobody else come around fucking over me like so-and-so did. You see what I'm saying? So, when people talk about forgiveness and they just want it to be this holier than thou thing, it's not always like that. And my biggest thing is when people tell me when it's time for me to forgive. Now, Tracey, you've been holding on to that for a long time, girl. Don't you think it's about time you just go ahead and forgive so-and-so? No, you don't get the opportunity or the right to tell me when I should let something go while I'm going through my healing experience. You don't have that right. And people will do that to you. They'll make you feel guilty because of what somebody else did to you.
Right. Like you need to let it go.
Yeah, you just need to go and let that go. And true enough, at some point, that is the freeing thing to do. That is the part of the liberation, letting it go. But there's a process to letting it go. You just don't wake up one day and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do that. That's not how it works. There's a process. First you're sad. First, you're questioning yourself. Then you're angry. You want to go to burn some shit down. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about a homicide. You know, you're going through all these different emotions. Now you're feeling sorry for yourself. You know, there's a bunch of different layers that go to go with this letting go thing and this healing. So, you know, you can't just listen to somebody else tell you when it's time for you to let go and heal. You got to do that definitely on your own.
Powerful. So I told y'all we into this conversation, and she gonna bring it. You know, I ain't even had to ask really too many questions, and we already there. So let's get into it. We talking about the power of the womb. Now, you are what I like to call a womb expert. And I know a lot of women seek your guidance, seek your wisdom, have graduated from your academy, have, you just are a safe haven for women seeking the information on how to raise the divine feminine within us. Tell us, why is it so important that women truly understand the power of our wombs? That is just not a regular organ.
Baby, because it all starts with the womb. The earth couldn't be populated without the womb. Spirits can't get here without the womb.
Right.
The womb is the portal to all life. All life in existence. The womb is the portal to the soul. That's how deep it is. And us as women, we stand between the physical world and the spiritual world at all times. And that's why we're able to see and have an intuition and feel and see what's going on before it happens. Why? We so closely connected to God, because God uses us to populate the earth with spirits. Because all we are is we're a spiritual being in this physical vessel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we are, as women, are chosen. We are chosen. Men plant the seed, we incubate and allow it to grow and fertilize. And before you go in here, we have a whole nother human with either a new soul or old soul. But we have done that, and we have the power to do that. And that's why I say, whether you recognize it or not, we are all goddesses, because we right there at the right hand of God all day, every day. God is constantly using woman to populate the earth and bring forth kings, queens, presidents, you know what I'm saying? Warriors.
Right.
Martyrs, revolutionaries. All these brilliant people came from the vagina, baby, from the womb. Yes. So the power of the womb. We have our emotions are housed there.
Right.
Our creativity is housed there. Everything that we're creating has a sexual energy connected to it. It has a male and a female energy that comes together to manifest whatever it is you desire to create. Everything is created twice. It starts with a thought. That's the first creation. And then you birth it from your womb. Men, they have a thought. They give it to the woman. What she do? She helps him manifest it and birth that thing. That's why they say you can't have a good man without a good woman on his back, on his team. Right. Because we're there to help their vision grow and manifest. So yeah, the power of the womb is very, very significant in who we are as a woman. So those of you whose self-worth has been neglected, for those of you who have not taken good care of yourself due to the negative messaging that is going on within your mind, your body, and your soul, know that you are blessed with a womb sugar and that God uses you. And we're just not birthing babies. We're birthing ideas. We're birthing, like I said, revolutions. We're birthing buildings, businesses. We're birthing new age consciousness. We are constantly birthing. So that is the power of the womb.
That is powerful within itself. And, we hear that all the time. But like you said, it's a lot of blocks that have been there, that it's hard for us to tap into that power. What are some of the ways that we can start that process of healing or removing that block so we can be connected with that source of power?
First, you have to own the fact that you got some trauma there. See, a lot of times we deny it. Let me fix this chair. A lot of times we are denying that we even have issues. Okay, we're denying that we think, okay, it happened when we were 6, we was 8, I ain't thinking about that no more. I didn't store that stuff. I ain't got to worry about that no more. That's gone. It ain't gone. Because it comes up in every relationship that you get into. And a lot of sisters then had a good man. Damn good man. Okay. And steadily blaming each 5 of them men that she done gave up in about 18 months, because nothing probably worked no longer than 18 months. Every time it's 18 months, she talking about how this one didn't do this, how that one didn't do that, how this one did this or didn't do that. All that. No, if there's 5 good men that then came up in your circumference, and every 18 months, you had to release them or you broke up for some reason. It ain't them, baby, it's you. And you need to identify you have trauma. And most of the time, the trauma is dealing with trust, commitment, okay, not wanting to be authentic. As you tried to discuss last night, not wanting to be authentic, hiding behind the mask and playing these different roles. And the whole time you're hurting. You're hurting. So the very first thing we have to do is identify. Once you identify that I got some shit going on with me, I ain't playing, I need to go seek some help or do something. Okay. You identify it, you have to own it. This is my shit. This is what I got going on. You got to own it. You got to and then you have to verbalize what it is. You have to say it out of your mouth. You have to release it from your soul. You have to bring it to the surface and say it out your mouth. You can't just think it and don't want nobody to see it and be looking around. No, you have to say, I have trauma based on domestic violence. My self-worth has been scarred. And I've been neglecting myself greatly, and I've been going in and out of abusive relationships, repeating the same type of circumstance that I went through when I was younger. You have to say that. Right. You have to admit it, and you have to verbalize it. Then you have to talk about how it makes you feel.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part, because a lot of times you can't even identify with your feelings. You don't know what you're feeling.
Right.
You don't know how to name it. I'm mad. I'm sad. I feel betrayed. I feel played. I feel humiliated. You know what I'm saying? I am angry. I feel abandoned. I feel unprotected. These are things we have to identify with the feelings. And my request and suggestion to all of the women that start our self-care class is when this comes to the surface for you, you need to start journaling it. You need to start writing it down, and you need to definitely write the perpetrators, whoever hurt you, man, woman, child, you need to write them a letter about how that affected your life and how they made you feel. And I'm not talking about no nice, sweet letter. You don't even have to mail the letter. You don't have to give it to them, but you have to get it out.
Right.
Okay. Right. And honey, I think cussing is therapeutic. Cuss their ass out.
Let it all out.
Cuss them out, baby. Let them know how they made you feel and how what happened affected your life. You know, due to the fact of how you violated me sexually, now I can't even experience orgasm. I can't even make great love to my husband. I've been unable to have a child because of the trauma, because I won't allow my husband all the way in. I won't open up my womb.
Mm.
These are some of the effects that we're having right now because of this type of trauma.
Right.
So these are things you need to write that. You call him every MF and non-child of God, you feel in your, let it all out.
Right.
After you write him the letter, then you want to, or her, then you want to write yourself a letter before the incident happened. Who were you before the incident? Who were you? Were you happy? Did you love to dance? Did you love to sing? Did you love to skate? Before that happened, before that shut you down, write a letter to that little girl. And then write a letter to yourself right now. Who are you now because of it? Who are you now? And what do you want to change?
Mm-hmm.
All of these things help you to identify with the trauma and the pain and be able to release it.
Mm.
Yes. And then you want to also talk with someone that actually promotes your healing.
Mm.
You know, that promotes it and wants you to heal. They want to see you be better. They want to see you, loving. You want to surround yourself or talk to people that promote your healing and your happiness. You don't want to go talk to somebody that's going to judge you, because that's just going to make you feel 10 times worse.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. Those are some ways.
Those are some powerful ways. I hope y'all taking notes, because that's so true. I know my healing work, one thing that I did, I had got one of these little small candles.
Okay.
And I light it up, write the name of the person who, instead of journaling,
okay,
for that person, and I let it all out while that candle was burning.
Cried it all.
Cried it all, yes. Cussed them out, let it out.
Yes.
Candle went out. I took that candle, threw it away, far away from my house, and it was done.
Okay.
And that stuff right there, that's super beneficial, because it helps you to release, because a lot of times we hold on to stuff thinking just like we hold on to it like it's bad to express how we feel.
Right.
And that's not good, because all that gets stored in our womb. And then we wonder why.
Come on. Come on.
We wonder why
discomforts. Yeah. All these fibroids.
Man.
Endometriosis.
Yes.
We wonder why. A lot of it has to do with unresolved stored trauma.
Exactly. Yes. I remember a conversation I had with somebody. It was a male friend, and he was like, "Why are you always so obsessed with the female womb and womb power? And you're always talking about sexual reproductive health. Like, don't you think women need to be focusing on other things besides that?" I'm like, now, when you look at these statistics and you see the number of women that got to get hysterectomies, they got endometriosis, ovarian cysts, that can't have children, and they're Black women, that's a manifestation of something is wrong.
Yeah. It sounded like he wanted the woman to focus more on him.
Right. That like, well, hold on. That is
focus on her man. No, I need to focus on me. In order for and with that, then that right man will be attracted to me because I'm focused on me. Yeah, but okay, you got some brothers out there that's what they want, baby. Y'all focus on yourself, focus on me.
Oh, right. That's too much. So, people that are watching, feel free. If you got questions, comments, we will have a time during this stream where we'll be answering questions. So make sure that you comment some. Thank you guys for watching and chiming in. Make sure you share this with a friend, with a sister friend that needs to hear it.
Yes.
You know, 2 or 3, because at the end of the day, this is all about the rising of the divine feminine. You know, and it's important that you tap into yours, she tap into hers, because the planet is dependent on us to get this shit together. If you look around,
you have to raise the vibration of the womb in order to raise the vibration of the consciousness.
Exactly.
There's no other way.
Yeah, because everything comes through us. You know,
yes.
And I was reading something, I don't know where I was reading it from, but it just stood home, and I read it at the beginning of this week. And it was saying that as women, we have a responsibility over the life of this planet.
Yes.
You know, and that just hit me, like, we really do as women, because we are responsible for the life that's getting here.
And we have a responsibility to one another.
Yep.
And that's the thing that's keeping the planet and the men in the condition that they in. Because we haven't got together. We still looking like you gonna take what I got and I'm gonna take what you got. We still looking at it as a competition.
Right.
And as long as we got an air of competition, they're gonna keep playing us like they've been playing us.
Right.
That's the power on how they play us through the competition.
Yeah.
So you can't take what's rightly for me. What God got for me can't be taken. What God got for you can't be taken. That's rightfully yours. That's your inheritance. You see what I'm saying? So there's no competition here. If anything, let's work together and barter and trade. What you got sits over there?
Right.
Let me tell you what I got over here. Let's go and make this thing work. We're gonna make us a big old pot of gumbo. Everybody go eat. Everybody go eat, damn it.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so some of the things I want to make sure that we touch on tonight is manifestation. Manifestation, because I love the story on how you manifested your husband into your life.
Yes.
And when I got it and I love that story, because I know a lot of women, we're trying to figure out how can we, you know, you hear about womb manifestation. How does that actually work? What do I need to do to be able to not just manifest a man or a partner, but to manifest this business idea that I have, or to manifest prosperity and abundance in my life, to manifest a child? Because as women, they can't manifest that. You know, let's talk a little bit about, you know, how that the mechanism behind that works.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something that you don't want to hear. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
First thing you got to do is to be alone.
That's
and that's the thing that most of us don't want to do. We don't want to work on ourselves. We want everything. We want the picket fence. We want the husband. We want the house and all that. And with just no, we ain't gonna do no work. He better come with most of it. He better come with most of it, and I'm the woman, and I'm just gonna cook, clean, and be pretty, and give him some good punani, and everybody gonna be happy in the house. That's not how it works. You got to deal with your shit. And in order to deal with your shit, you got to be alone. I was alone for 4.5 years. No good love making. The 4th, 5th year, I was climbing the damn walls. I was abstinent doing my work for 4 years because I looked in the mirror one day and I said, would you date you? And when I paused and thought about how crafty I can be, and never how I was. Now she's still in there. Now don't get me wrong, she's still in there. Right. But I learned how to just, you know, put her to the back and bring this other beautiful one up to the front. You know what I'm saying? But I thought about how crafty and how greedy and how narcissistic at times she can be. I said, hell no. I wouldn't date you. For one, you would stay in my pockets and keep me broke. Because see, that's what I was known for. I was known for staying in their pockets.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I didn't care if they had a bill.
Mm.
You was going to give me mine.
Right.
That's not how you go into a relationship. So see, I wasn't in relationship material.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And I had to be real with that. I had to look in the mirror and say, you won't talking about you want a good man. You want him to be A, B, C, and D. You want him to protect you, provide, be nice looking, put that good wood on you. You want him to work and bring into this and that and buy your clothes, this and this and that. Are you a good woman?
Mm.
I'm designing a good man, but I had to ask myself, am I a good woman?
Mm.
And I looked at my characteristics, and I had some shit that was going on with me and a lot of things that were lacking. And that's why I hadn't had the good relationship that I was desiring, because I was being selfish, because I wanted him to come with all these traits.
Right.
While I was lacking in mine. And that's not how it works. So I had to get along, and I had to be alone, and I had to work through my shit. I had to do some crying and some releasing. I mean, I ain't just talking about crying. I'm talking about one of them good. I was doing 4 years of good ugly cries. Down on the floor, snotting and crying and eyes puffy, nose red. You already know I'm light-skinned, girl, so I stayed looking like a damn ass. Everything just red. Girl, good ugly cry. Getting it out and being honest with myself and doing the work and journaling and fasting and talking to my goddess self, talking to the most high of me, asking myself, what kind of wife do you want to be to attract this man you say you want? Do I want to be his equal? You see, do I want to also motivate him and encourage in him? Like I want him to motivate and encourage me?
Right.
I had to get my shit together. Yeah, I was pretty. Yeah, I knew how to make that monkey bite. Shit, okay, yeah, all that was cool. I knew how to talk and all this. I had my money. But was I ready for what I say I desired? I had to be real honest with myself. No, I wasn't. So see, that's the first thing y'all don't want to do. We don't want to do it. We don't want to get along.
That's true.
We don't want to get along.
Right. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing. I know when I'm with my girlfriends and we talk about attracting the right mates and things of that nature, you know, and I tell people, you gotta take some time to yourself. You ain't gonna and I always ask this question: would you want to bring anybody to your mess?
Now, see what you're gonna do is you said something there, and this is what I do when I do my life and love coaching sessions. I say, do you want this good man to bring all this stuff, right? And then you want to come half-assed with all your baggage.
Right.
So you want to bring your mess and you want him to come clean it up. You don't want no man, you want a sucker.
Right. Right.
You're going to lose respect for him in about 4 months.
Exactly.
That's not what you want. Because you go, if you're not dealing with your mess and you're not releasing your mess, guess what? That's what you're going to keep attracting. A man that's a hot damn mess.
And that goes for pretty much everything that you're wanting to attract.
Everything.
Working on yourself.
Everything. Everything has a time and a season. A lot of times we trying to run out there prematurely and have these premature births. And then the idea of the birth or the creation or the business and all that ends up expiring. Why? Because you ran out there too quick and you didn't develop it. Everything is a birthing process. Everything.
Right.
A lot of times we're aborting things that need to come into fruition because of fear. We're not ready because we don't have enough confidence or think we can do it. So we will abort the mission. We will abort the birth. Yeah. And these are things, these are actual visions and missions and ideas and thoughts that the Most High have put in you. And you've denied it and you've aborted it. Because guess what? Once the Most High give it to you, if you don't choose to do the mission, it's a few more people that's going to do the mission.
Right.
Just depending on you.
Right.
So don't be mad when Tasha 2 months from now come with the mission. And now you mad talking about, oh, that bitch took my idea. No, you ain't move on it. God picked somebody else.
I can't tell you how many times I hear people be calling me. Like, hold up. Them ideas are gonna stay till you get ready.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
You better jump on it.
Because see, when the Most High give you a vision, the provision is already made up for you. Right. You just gotta reach. You just gotta step out on faith. That's all you gotta do. Just step out on it. That's it. Once you step out on it, everything you need to make it happen is going to be accessible to you because God gave you the vision.
That just got my head tingling right now. Because that's the truth, y'all. I'm telling y'all. That's the truth. When I started Natural Woman Magazine, I ain't know nothing. All I had was my kid's desktop computer and Microsoft Publisher. But I knew I had to. And I said, and it said, be practical, use what you got, and everything will be supplied. I was scared as hell, but I did.
How many years ago was that?
That was 7 years.
Oh,
7 years.
Oh, year 7. Oh, that's a good number.
Yep. Year 7, 7th baby.
Oh, this is special. Right. Oh, this is really special. Yes, but please know when God, and I need to say this, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage means you scared as hell.
Right.
But you doing the shit anyway.
Right.
You moving through the fear and you are extracting and being an example of courage. Everybody that has taken a grand leap was scared and shaking in their boots. I don't know. It's you when we see it as bravery. Oh, they sure are brave. Oh, they show no fear. No, they ain't showing fear, but inside their body shredding to pieces. Their knees is knocking. They barely speak. Why? Because they do have fear. It's just that you don't see it because they are doing something extraordinary that is unusual. Yeah, courage is not the absence of fear. It's being scared and doing it anyway.
I hope y'all getting this medicine tonight. I hope y'all getting these jewels tonight, y'all. Because I can't tell y'all how my head is tingling. Like, okay, speak. And that's the key. And that was the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic because, you know, like I said before, when you look at the statistics of the reproductive issues so many women are having, that's a reflection of us. Every disease is a spiritual wake-up call trying to get you to wake up, you know? So this conversation, you know, is so important. And it has to continue to be had over and over and over again.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, until we get it. Because it's
you said something. Every illness does have a consciousness. And see, the thing about Western medicine, you know, right now, you know, the climate is high on hysterectomies. Okay. Right. Especially with Black women. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Black women's cells are the only cells that can reproduce themselves. The other nationalities cells cannot reproduce themselves. So they are using us for stem cell research to find cures, to redevelop and get rid of disease. They're really using our cells to save themselves.
I believe it. I believe it. That's why at these hospitals, like I'm about to go because I was planning a home birth. I want my placenta. I need
You better
the umbilical cord.
and you got a right. And you got a right to your shit.
Right. That's what my doctor said. I'm not the good patient. Like I'm the good patient because I'm no, y'all ain't about to just take it off me because it's so true. That's so true.
I suggest watching a movie called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks.
Yep.
Did you see that?
I haven't seen it, but I know her story.
Please see the movie or read the book is good too. But the movie, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, they used that woman's cells for about 30 years, 40 years. Her children 10 years ago are just now finding out that they've been using her cells, HeLa, to do medical research, selling her cells to different medical programs and hospitals and studies and all of this, selling this Black woman's cells to do all this research. And they found cures for different diseases based on her cells. That's why it's called The Immortal Life, because she's everywhere.
Right.
Her cells are everywhere. But us being the original woman, being the Black woman, we are the only ones whose cells can reproduce like that.
Right.
That says a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because moving into this next question, when we have issues that the problems that so-called Western medicine says the reason why we need hysterectomies, all these ailments and issues can be healed.
Yes, they can.
Do a lot of that type of work, from fibroids, ovarian cysts, all things. These things can be healed naturally without a hysterectomy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, I do want to say this. This is what we do as a people, and we need to get out of this. We went to the doctor, and maybe 5-6 years ago, we was diagnosed with fibroids or PCOS, things like that. And because it's out of sight, out of mind, we don't deal with it. Right. Okay. Now, 5-6 years down the road, you having this heavy bleeding, you having all of these, bad cramping issues, barely walk, all these different womb, ailments are coming forth because you didn't deal with it.
Right.
5-6 years ago. So now you want to come to me or Love My Womb Academy, got esteemed practitioners or other young esteemed practitioners, and you want the herbs to work too hard. Look, sister, if you know you got something going on, let's get to it now. Prevention is always better than intervention.
Right.
Okay. So at some point, you had a cyst that was 3 centimeters, out of sight, out of mind. I ain't worried about it. It ain't bothering me. Now you got 4 of them, and they like golf balls. You got one that's you got subserosals. That's the ones that's inside. Then you got one that's hanging. Then you got all these different level of fibroids. Now you want me to Yoni sting you and do some womb care work on you, but I'm like, sis, what was you doing for yourself before this? Right. So at some point, now you got to go to the doctor. Now you got to get a myomectomy, or now they have to give you the birth control pills to stop the bleeding and try to shrink the fibroids because you did nothing about it. Right. But you are very right, Azizah. We have the ability to heal ourselves. Right when we get this information, we need to change our diet. That's the very first thing we have to do. Right. You're going to have to eliminate the processed foods, the sugars, the breads, the rices. Right. You're going to have to eliminate those. And you're going to have to eat more organic. You're going to have to reduce your meat intake. It's a lot that goes with this. So people think, you got fibroids, you still over there eating ice cream and cheeses. That isn't doing nothing but creating more mucus and pus in the fibroid. Right.
Right. And don't think that the herbs are going to get rid of it. Like, you got to work through it.
You want the herbs to work too hard now. So for 5 whole years, you've done nothing. Now they come about giving you a hysterectomy, you want to call me crying. Sis, so that's why we have to, that's why self-care is so important.
Right.
Self-care is so important. Getting to loving yourself and taking care of your womb now. Not later, not out of sight, out of mind. Who wants a pus mucus ball on your womb, even though you can't feel it and don't see it? That's not good.
Right.
So yeah, those are the things. So even though we can heal ourselves, you have to be proactive in healing yourself, because a lot of times we want to go to somebody and think they can heal us. A healer only directs you and coaches you and recommends what you should do to activate your own healing.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah. Activate your healing. Yes.
Say that again. That is the truth. And that so many people need to hear that and understand that. Understand that. And that's the difference with natural healing versus Western medicine.
Now, Western medicine, they only deal with causes and symptoms. They deal with symptoms. They don't deal with the cause. They don't deal with the consciousness of how this started. You go to a holistic healer, they're going to do an intake and assessment with you to find out what's going on in your life to where this consciousness even developed in you for this illness or this disease. You're not going to get that with Western medicine. You're going to get symptoms. We're going to deal with your symptoms. So we're going to give you these 4 prescriptions. Okay. And we want you to take this 4 times a day. And I need to let you know that you may have diarrhea. You're going to have dry throat. You're going to have headaches. And you may even have some seizures from time to time.
Right.
So I'm going to give you this other pill to stop the seizures, and then I'm going to give you this other pill to stop the diarrhea. However, this other pill that I'm going to give you may make you contemplate suicide. So I'm going to give you this other pill because this is an antidepressant. Before you know it, you walking around here, a big toxic ball full of nothing but some man-made chemicals inside your body that's feeding the disease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to always get to the root. Know that every ailment, every issue, there's a root. And it ain't got nothing to do with the illness. It all has to do with your consciousness, some trauma that you done blocked.
Yep.
You know, some emotions that you ain't want to let go of. Yep. That's the root of it. And if you could tackle that, the disease goes away.
You'd be surprised. If you can get to the root of it, start dealing with the trauma, change your diet, change your thinking. It goes with the thinking. First off, you got to know, this doesn't belong to me. I don't deserve this. Right. I am better than cancer. I can beat this shit here. I'm not gonna let it take over my body. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna claim cancer no more. When somebody said you got cancer, I'm gonna say, hell no. I ain't got cancer. You know, it's like you have to shift the whole consciousness and your lifestyle in order to be victorious over that thing.
You have to, man. This has been such a treat. Like, I can talk to you for hours. I have to go to this hospital tonight.
I looked at you yesterday. I called you. I said, sis, you are just beautiful. Are you about to have a baby? I had no idea you were pregnant. You just have this beautiful glow.
Yeah, he is. I'm ready to come out.
That's all right. I love that you have a big family. That's beautiful, sis.
Yeah,
you know, it's rare. It's rare right now to have a big family. Right. I love that you have a big, you coming with a big family. You like one of them old school grandma.
Both my grandmother done had 6 boys, great grandmother done had 9. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is why our family's so big in the first
Right.
place. So we got
Yeah.
tradition going.
It's such a blessing, sis. It's such a blessing to be fertile.
Yeah.
You know, and see, people think, okay, fertile. Oh no, because see, I pray for fertility. Oh, I pray for it. But they think, oh, children. No, as women, we are fertile on every level. Everything we touch as a woman multiplies. Everything we touch multiplies. We make a house a home. We turn men into kings. We take children and create adults. We take 3 ingredients and make a meal. Don't tell me we ain't got that magic. Everything we touch multiplies. So it's a beautiful thing to be fertile.
Yeah, and that was one thing that I had to learn how to accept within myself, because society, even people close to you, make you feel bad for your ability to, you know, replicate children and to be a mother. And I had to really do some healing work on myself to accept, like, you know, this is my journey.
Yeah.
And then the more women I meet around me who can't even have children and want children and got to go through, you know, in vitro and get surrogates and things of that nature. And I had to realize, like, I'm blessed. Every baby I bring into this world, I'm blessed. And that's probably one of the biggest struggles I have had to deal with since I became a mother. And I'm finally at baby number 7, finally at the point where I'm at peace.
Good.
I am, you know.
Good.
You know, so you've
accepted it all. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, honey, I just got to tell you, you beautiful, precious. I know you over there turning Mr. on every time he doesn't look at you. And then y'all plumping shit too. I know Mr. is like, damn, baby, you're juicy.
He just like, we can't have no more. That's all. We gotta do something.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
All right. Yeah. So as we wrap up, I want you to tell the people where we can learn more about you. I know you have so many great products, so many great services. Let's talk a little bit about what you got going on and where people can learn more.
Okay. Well, first off, you can email me at thewombminister1@gmail.com. Or Love My Womb Academy @gmail.com. I'm receiving emails at both of those. Also, our phone number at Love My Womb Academy and Sensual Honey Feminine Wellness is 337-944-9131. And once again, we do teach the sacred art of vaginal steaming, womb health care, self-care, sensuality, and feminine health and wellness. It is time. The divine feminine is here. These curriculums have been downloaded into my spirit. I'm working directly with the spirit of the mothers. Constantly, on a constant basis. And, you know, it's amazing because sometimes they will just, you know, they'll take over. And next thing you know, I done pushed out a whole nother curriculum. I'm trying to figure out, well, where did this come from? You know? But that's because each day I say yes and I'm obedient. But yes, so you could definitely find out more about our registered, national accredited, board certified womb health academy at lovemywombacademy.com. Thank you for putting that up there. And if you are interested in learning about some of the online classes, we also have online classes where we teach about fibroids no more, herbal Yoni detox pearls. We teach about Yoni eggs, crystals, chakras, what's toxic, what you can't put up in your punani. Y'all, a lot of y'all using all these eggs and stuff and think they pretty, and y'all just putting them all up there in the JJ, baby, and they're leaking toxins and stuff. So you got to know these things. Everything can't go up in there.
Right.
Just like every wood can't go up in there. You be allergic to that too. You're trying to figure out why you keep smelling, why you keep having yeast infections. Well, you're allergic to him, baby. Your vagina's trying to tell you, I don't want him up in here.
If we could learn how to listen to the vajayjay, our life would be so much easier. Because she be trying to tell you.
She be talking. She be itching and all kind of shit. We be down there just scratching it and inflamed, all kind of stuff. And we still trying to give him some. Girl, just stop it, please. She'll warn you. She will warn you. So we also have classes, free classes. We have a free class there on womb journaling. We have a free class on the history of the jade egg practice. We also have a class, the art of spiritual cleansing, because I believe that every woman is a priestess of their home, and they need to know how to cleanse and remove negative entities and energies from your space, your personal space, off your husband, off your children, out your home, off from your office. You need to have those tools available so that you can know how to combat those spiritual energies that's coming through. That don't mean you no good.
I just Florida water today.
Baby, look, sage can't get rid of everything. Everybody trying to run some sage around there and open the window. Look, some of them damn energies be laughing at your ass. They be, hey, that smells so good.
Right.
Some more. Yeah, you got to know. Sage just don't get rid of it all.
It's but levels to this, y'all. Levels to this.
It's levels. It's levels. There's levels to our healing. Just like there's levels to our healing, is levels to this as well. So yes, so check us out, lovemywombacademyonline.com. We also in teaching the sacred art of Yoni vaginal steaming, we have a 3-day course here in Atlanta. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is Yoni steaming for self-care, which is a prerequisite for Yoni steaming for practitioners training in business course. You cannot go administer medicine if you're not taking your medicine. And a lot of us do that.
Right.
A lot of us going to the YouTube University and we messing people up. Certain herbs you can't use with certain conditions.
Right.
Okay. The other day, the lady was vaginal steaming her daughter on a menstruation with a pad on. And went live on Facebook.
Oh no.
And this is someone who has been in the womb health community for some years. And I cringed through the whole video. Okay, so there are protocols to Yoni vaginal steaming. There are safety issue, and it's a level of integrity that is needed when you are dealing with the womb, when you are dealing with the woman, and when you are dealing with womb conditions. You know, there's confidentiality clauses. You actually become a womb health care advocate, and almost everything you do in a hospital is what you will learn when you come to Love My Womb Academy. You learn how to cleanse. You know, you learn how to, we don't just teach vaginal steaming, we teach you how to do womb stimulation. We teach you how to do clay wrapping and detoxing, as well as hot stone therapy. So you learn those services to put on your service menu. And we also teach you the business. We teach you the business of owning a business and opening a spa and being an entrepreneur, the business of being an entrepreneur. Now that's at Love My Womb Academy. Now, if you go to Sensual Honey Feminine Wellness, that's where you will find all of our beautiful sensual JJ products, such as the sweet Yoni tea. So you got to get some of that sweet Yoni tea.
Right.
Tea helps to increase womb health. It helps to reduce menstrual cramping. It also helps to reduce blood clotting. It helps to cleanse, tighten, and tone the womb and the vagina, and it helps you to smell good and taste sweet when Papa want to kiss you down low. So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Y'all heard it.
Yes.
You've been doing this for years, y'all. She ain't no newbie to this.
Yeah. This all started years ago. I had a romance boutique, Honey Love Romance, and it was a storefront for 12 years. And then we also had a pole studio down the street. So yeah, sexuality and sensuality. I've been doing this for a long time.
I remember. I think when I first got on Facebook, you were like one of the few first connections that I've always stayed with in my years of Facebook. And I'm so grateful for these platforms because it's able to connect us.
Right.
You know,
yes,
and Right. And it makes our work so much easier to get the word out about what we're doing.
Right,
So I
right.
just appreciate you and thank you so much for just sharing your light with us today. I know from the comments, women are gaining, got some jewels today. We got our little revival today. You know, you get the word.
I say I'm in our woman.
So I'm just so grateful. And, you know, anything that I can do to support your works and your efforts, you know, you always got me. You need me to share something, just let me know because I appreciate you so much.
Yes. And we had you on Honey Soul Radio. You know, I was doing Honey Soul Radio for about 6-7 years. I had some features on there. It's still up because I want people to have access to the shows. But we had you on there doing the sensuality of a natural woman, honey. And you handled it.
I remember. I remember. I definitely remember, man. So I just appreciate you so much. I'm going to let you go. Please support this sister. Her website is right here in the link. Share this video for everybody who's watching the recording. Make sure you download that Natural Woman Magazine app, y'all. Our newest issue just came out featuring David Banner. He talked about wealth building in the Black community, and he gave us a little tea about him and India Ivory, since everybody want to know what's going on between them. He let us know a little something. So make sure you download that app. Check us out and continue to support the movement. This concludes the Power of Four. I kept wondering why Spirit was like, why can't I get 4 women to do this show? And today I realized, because I was going to be induced today, so I only had 3 days to get it done. So
see, like I said, the vision and the provision.
So I get it now. I get it. So I just hope you guys enjoyed this year's series. It has been very powerful. Enjoyed the speakers. But until next time, y'all, I wish you guys peace, love, and light. And follow me on Facebook. When I had a baby, I'll let y'all know.
Yes, Tracey Bryant Swint, Facebook, Instagram. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Blessings. Thank you so much, sis. All right, that's it, y'all. Glad you guys joined. Please make sure you download that Natural Woman Magazine app. Visit us at www.asnaturalwoman.com. I'm about to leave y'all because I got things to do tonight. Send me all the positive love and energy out there. But until next time, everybody, thank you. Peace, love, and light.